What is up, guys? Welcome back to another Crypto Camel video. Hope you guys are doing excellent on this Friday night. We got a ton of exciting news to go over for Hoge Finance. If you guys are enjoying these quick videos, remember to smash up the like button and let's just jump right into the video, guys. Where has Crypto Camel been? Sorry, I've been MIA, just been recovering from a bad flu. Maybe it's the Rona, I don't know. Basically just been bedridden and a lot of pain, but feeling really great today, really grateful. Make sure you guys are drinking a lot of water, take some walks, get some nice sunlight, breathe a lot. Oxygen is so important, guys. Can't stress that enough. Let's jump into it. Like I always say, welcome to the Hoge party. Welcome to the Hoge Club. It's great to be back, guys. Let's talk about Ziglu. Now, this was an older post, but they're an exchange, I believe, based in London. They're doing investment app stuff. They haven't forgot about the requests for Hoge, and they can't wait to introduce more coins onto the platform. Centralized exchange action. Sex.io lists Hoge in its top meme coins by market cap, declaring it more than just a meme. Great to see Hoge Finance among big coins. I think that's great, bullish to say the least. GenX analytics. Gauge the strength of a project's community. Pick out some diamonds in the rough with high social volume. These meme coin cryptos are hot topic with a powerful community behind them. And yes, we have Hoge on there. Now, it's great to see us among projects like Elongate, Dogelon Mars, Flocky Inu, Cakecoin. Now, of course, on one side, we have a lot of work to do with social volume, with market cap, and a lot of other things, but it's also great to be grateful because there are tens and hundreds of coins that have just vanished and they're completely gone with no attention whatsoever. Hoge is still top of mind and the passion and the development is still ongoing in Hoge Finance. Speaking of Hoge, top 9 meme daily gainers by Cryptolaxy. The data was pulled from LunarCrush and we have Hoge there top 7, which is fabulous. Daily price gainers. Great again to see Hoge amongst Doge, Baby Doge, Pitbull, Shiba Inu amongst many. And again, I love all crypto projects. Like, I think that it's not a zero-sum game. I think that if there's a great project, why can't we work together, right? I think that's really important. Looking for more reasons to collaborate than to work against one another. Now let's talk about Hoge V2 because Hoge V2 is nothing concrete. There are ideas being discussed, different kind of propositions, ideas, discussions. Now, one thing is that I did make a tweet and I did make a YouTube poll. If you guys saw that, I took them down because I think that the wording was very aggressive and I want to make a video that's in detail discussing about the whole aspect about version 1, version 2. But let's just go over high-level overview of Hoge Father's article on V2. I definitely recommend you read through it completely, but let's just fixate on the problems with V1 and the solution that V2 can solve. So number 1, market makers cannot work with the current contract. V1 contract cannot whitelist addresses from the tax. This means that arbitrage between exchanges costs our market makers 4%, resulting in uneven prices across exchanges and inefficient arbitrage. Current market makers have only agreed to work with us only on terms that are unfavorable to Hoge and have expressed strong interest in a migrated contract. Why V2 solves this? With a V2 contract, we could eliminate the 2% tax, at least for market makers, enabling increased volume, more stable prices, thicker order books. I think that's great, right? Then we'd see more volume. That's going to drive the price up. Let's look at problem number 2. Our inability to whitelist addresses from the tax and reflect prevents us from listing on major exchanges. The V1 contract cannot whitelist addresses from the tax. This means that we cannot exclude exchanges from the 2% fee. It is also expensive for all holders. It increases the gas for every single transfer going forward to exclude exchanges from the reflect. Both of these create issues for larger exchanges which do not look favorably upon fee-on transfer and reflect tokens, and in some cases, like Binance, refuse to list such tokens altogether. Why V2 solves this? With a V2 contract, we could whitelist exchange addresses, making us a viable candidate for the larger exchanges. So really making us more viable of a candidate so that these top 5 and many other big exchanges could list us. Third problem, V1 requires larger than average gas to transfer Hoge, and that will only increase as we exclude further accounts. This is quite critical in my opinion. Let me know what you guys think about this problem. As a result of poor programming, the cost to transfer Hoge increases linearly. Key is increases, guys. Increases linearly with the number of excluded accounts. Certic did not flag this issue in our contract. Currently, the contract has 7 excluded addresses, which approximately doubles the gas cost to transfer Hoge on Ethereum and can as much as double the gas cost to swap Hoge on Uniswap. To date, this inefficiency has resulted in a cost of more than $250,000 to holders in transaction costs, which this is only going to increase as time passes. So excluding accounts from the reflect is necessary as many exchanges require it, and so it's unavoidable. So this is a problem that's going to create more long-term damage. With a V2 contract, they can fix this inefficiency in the contract code along with 2 related bugs. They simultaneously address all major minor issues found by the original Certic audit and removing the dead code. Problem 4. The 2% tax on the V1 contract disincentivizes the provision of Uniswap LP, which limits the community's incentive to provide liquidity. Guys, ignore the FUD that you see on Reddit that's just completely dismissing any problems, acting like V1 is perfect, or people that are threatening to dump their bags. I can tell you what, all these cheesy slogans, this, that, we're all devs, are nowhere near as dangerous as someone who has a big bag who just wants to threaten and manipulate and dictate where the project wants to go, ignoring anything, right? We want Hoge to be a powerful machine. We want it to fire on all cylinders. We want it so that when Ethereum 2 is deployed, we're like a Bugatti Veyron, we're a Ferrari, we're a Lambo, whatever vehicle you love, we're on there riding just full acceleration, Formula 1, efficient. And the thing is, we need to be able to look in the mirror, see some of the problems we have, because we don't want a situation where we're like BlackBerry or who's another one? Blockbuster. Oh, VHS to the moon. VHS, don't worry guys, VHS is here. Forget about streaming, right? Or BlackBerry curve to the moon. What happened to that? It's literally RIP. Like literally they're gone because they didn't adapt. Even if you're first to market, if you don't adapt to the market, then you're going to lose out on feasibility, desirability, viability. And so I don't want that to happen for the project. And so I think the discussions happening around V2 definitely consider these problems and the solutions for them and how it can benefit volume and the market cap and holders and utility. And if we incentivize utility, guys, we're going to have yield protocols left and right. We could have donation open up. We could have this utility, gaming, tons of options for a plethora of users, whether you like them or not. It's just going to create more utility. Money needs to move, and Hoge right now is just staying stagnant. It seems like some of the stuff like auto stake or, you know, the 2% burn that occurs from any movement has almost created a stagnant gas guzzling contract where it just sits in people's wallets, which also could theoretically be a security hazard, right? Because then people don't want to move it wallet to wallet. Problem 5, there's 8 in total we'll talk about today. The 2% tax on the V1 contract applies to all transactions, which disincentivizes volume and use cases for Hoge, makes it costly to send Hoge to your hardware wallet or friends or family, makes it costly to donate Hoge. This reduces our volume, our liquidity, creates barriers, right? Creates friction to building use cases, making us unattractive to top exchanges, and otherwise it stifles our growth. The V2 solution, they could fix this inefficiency by reducing the taxes either for all trades or for particular types of trades and use cases. One particular attractive change would be to remove the wallet-to-wallet transfer tax, which would allow holders to send Hoge to their hardware wallet and back or to friends without incurring the 2% tax. So imagine that. Of course, you have people saying, well, I like that and contributes to the burn. But guys, what if, you know, we attack all these problems and we have massive burn, but we're not penalizing Joe or Mary for sending from their hot wallet to their cold wallet or gifting, you know, their child, their grandson? Because at the end of the day, we have to think about all different angles. I still want to preserve the heart and the core values of Hoge, but I think these are great solutions to evident problems. Some of them, they're kind of like, you know, we can benefit more from it. They're not as critical, but some of them are more critical, like that bug with the gas. Problem 6 of 8, we lacked sufficient dev tokens to enter into partnership agreements. For example, venture capitalists or pay for development. Most of the old dev team has moved on to other projects due to lack of payment and/or incentives they were paying to work for Hoge. V2 solution: with a V2 contract, we have a one-time opportunity to create a dev fund. This can be used to incentivize development work and recruit devs that will build Hoge going forward. I think this is a great idea because we can also get reflections off of that dev wallet, the dev fund, but we can also use it to pay for certain things and lessen the load on the community for donations and to prevent and lessen donation fatigue. Problem 7, bridged Hoge is tokenomics free and uses a mint burn bridge. So the bridged contract is not our contract. We are currently ETH native rather than a true cross-chain token, and we're relying on Anyswap going forward. So V2, we can deploy our own native Hoge token cross-chain and use Anyswap or any other compatible bridge, Everrise, etc., or an in-house bridge to tie the tokens together. This would better represent Hoge as a cross-chain DeFi ecosystem and allow us to implement our tokenomics, if any, across all blockchains. And I think this gives us a lot more power when it comes to cross-chain. Let me know what you guys think. And of course, last but not least, the V1 contract is already deployed and renounced, so we cannot make any changes to it without a V2 contract. Now, I know some of you guys might like renounced contract, but if there's problems with it, we can't make any changes. It's done. Poof, it's gone. Because the contract was created by devs that wanted to easily exit the project, they weren't looking at the longevity of the contract or community. And so they were short-sighted. Now, we're not proposing making V2 because of just the intentions of that dev, because it's been renounced, it's now in the community's hands, but there are obviously problems that are preventing and stunting our growth. And I would love to know what you guys think about these problems, these 8 problems that I discussed, and the possible solutions, right? These are just brainstorming solutions to attack these and make sure that we can just go straight to Mars. V2 offers a unique opportunity for this problem, for our community to become makers rather than simply take the contract we were left with by the original devs, which are now long gone. We can make Hoge into whatever we want or need it to be, make adjustments on the fly, adjust this, adjust that, and perhaps we can also lock it rather than renouncing it and kind of appeal to both, best of both worlds. Breaking news, Hoge is now available for instant exchanges on the Binance Smart Chain network as well with ChangeNOW. If you don't know what ChangeNOW is, you've been sleeping under a rock. ChangeNOW is a swapping platform that you can use to avoid doing the ERC20 gas. Again, make sure you check how much you're actually getting because it might be more, it might be less compared to paying on a decentralized exchange, but the convenience is amazing. I've used them a couple times in the past, and it's great to see that they're adding Binance Smart Chain Network support as well. Virtual Pangea, starting January 15th, that is coming tomorrow, the Hogeman Game Key Tournament. So top 5 places win a Hogeman Club NFT. So all you need is for you to have participated in that whitelist. You should have gotten the key, and you'll just connect your wallet. The top 5 places can win that NFT, which is worth $250. You can pretty much, with your free key, get all the way to a Tesla just through skill, blood, sweat, and tears. So I'm gonna be really excited for this. I gotta make some time to do some streaming, and I would love to stream this and just get involved because I love speedruns. I love any percent. That stuff is amazing. Before we finish up with the burn, let's finish up with some tasty NFTs, dropping the absolute fire with the Hoge ecosystem trilogy. Now, love them or hate them, the other projects, I just love that the creators are making some juicy content. And, you know, this reminds me of just some like Greek warrior, Mediterranean vibe. I don't know, you know, at the end of the day, like it has to just be seen. I can't even use words to describe Hoge Cinematic Universe's amazing art. And it didn't stop there. Bears versus Bulls are listed. Buy it over on OpenSea, guys. Again, these, I think they're on the Matic network, so you can avoid a lot of the gas fees if you guys have funds on Matic. Just went live tonight, guys. The Crusader Gang is listed. This is hot and fresh from Hoge Cinematic Universe. If you guys want to check this out, hop over on OpenSea. Again, that's at Hoge Cin Universe. Before we finish up with the burn, guys, Hoge Morph version 1. Saw this tasty NFT on Twitter. This is coming to us from @real Dr. Tarts. You can follow him on Twitter. You can grab this over on OpenSea. It's great to see people making different stuff wild. It's always great to be wild. It's like the musician Kashmir said. It's great to be okay and be wild than to be amazing but be mediocre. So it's just great to be different, unique, edgy, wild, tasty, goofy, wacky. And I think that is going to be playing a key role for us to reigniting the spark of Hoge. Let's finish up with the burn. 11.7 million Hoge was burned from circulation in the past 24 hours. It's just good to see burn nonetheless. A nice 12 million right there just written off. And that's a wrap for the video, guys. If you guys enjoyed this video, remember to smash up the like button. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and that way you're alerted of the uploads. If you guys are based in Canada, check out my links to NDAX in the video description. NDAX is Canada's most advanced cryptocurrency exchange. They added Binance Smart Chain deposit options. They're going to be adding staking options very soon. I love using them. Great user experience, great UI, great customer support. And when you guys sign up to NDAX with my link in the description, you get $10 sent your way and you help support the channel, and I really appreciate it. So guys, I will see you in the next video. Have an amazing weekend. Take care.